uppercut, uppercut, sonic boom! Well, hello there, humans, hippies, earthlings, whoever you are, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, and if you're lucky enough indeed to be doing it too, welcome back to Channel. I'm Bushkin. Today's video is proudly sponsored by PUBG Mobile. That's right, the video game that you all love to play, and I love to play it, I love to make videos about. So thanks very much, PUBG Mobile, for sponsoring me to do a video that I was 100% going to do anyway, because Payload Mode 2.0 is here, and it is absolutely crackerjack. There's a lot of stuff involved in the game that wasn't previously available, not the least of which is the brand spanking new helicopters, which make a whole barrel of fun when you're rocking the 40mm autocannon, fully armored vehicles that are running around with bloody flames shooting out their headlights, which looks absolutely wonderful. Lots of RPGs and clutch moments where you're just saving your comrades in arms. Overall, this is just a wonderful experience for the young amigos. Now, if you're wondering why I like this so much, it's because they've taken an arcadey feeling concept and turned it into its very own game, using PUBG Mobile's classic match play as the basis. The weaponry is brilliant and diverse, yet there is still the classic weapons there if you want to use them. I'm personally not a fan of that. I mean, you can go and play classic if you want to shoot people with an M249, or you can come along with me and roll around in your helicopter and go to stupid places and act like a fool and probably get wrecked. I mean, I spent a whole lot of time finding places you can only get to on the chopper and then falling off them and getting knocked, which was, again, a highlight of my day, a highlight of my week. It's an absolutely incredible feeling to have someone roll up in a duo in a chopper, and then you go rocking and socking them with a laser-guided RPG. And they've changed a lot of the RPG stuff. There is a laser-guided RPG, which is a lot like the old Half-Life Deathmatch RPG. There is a stock standard RPG, which is just the good old point-and-shoot one. There's the Heat Seeker. And as always, there's the MGL, where you can knock your own teammates. Thanks very much for getting knocked, Bluegrass. And then, of course, you have the brand spanking new Quad Launcher RPG, which we're going to get to later. I will highlight a few things, a few traps for young players. You've got to be very, very cautious with these grenade launchers and with anything that makes a big boom, because obviously you can inadvertently big boom your teammates. I'm also a bit of a potato. Finding the mark was hard for me. If you press zoom while using the rocket launch, while using the... Oh, God. I mean, I'm not claiming to be good at it, but I enjoy doing it. Like, it's like a lot of things in life. And look at this. This is at one of the main bases where you can pick up all the super weapon crates and everything like that. And there is so much going on here. Squad v squad, helicopters, cars popping in and out, heat-seeking missiles, clutch bluegrass performances. It's all happening. Now, this is another super base. And you can see the helicopter's going to come out from the hangar down below, and two weapons crates will pop, super weapons crates. Those weapons crates contain a bunch of stuff, and they're always very much sought after, and that's unfortunate. If you get here first, yeah, it's not good for anyone else. Thanks very much, Ori, for tearing that apart. There you can see you can get the bomb suit. The bomb suit helps mitigate the damage from explosive devices, which is pretty cool. And you get the laser-guided rocket launcher or the heat seeker or whatever you want, but you can also get the quad launcher. That's the quad launcher right there that I'm going to pick up, which is exactly like if you remember Arnie in Commando, rocking the quad launcher with a little bit of camo paint on the cheeks. Jeez, it takes me back to being a young amigo. Love it. There are these strong rooms that pop all over the place in different buildings. This is one of the ones that pop at school. There's one in apartments. They're just everywhere. And inside those strong rooms, after you knock down the doors, you can use the grenade launchers to do that. After you knock down the doors, you can go inside and there's heaps of gear, level 3 stuff, RPGs. You get the... Oh, yeah, this is something else. That's your ammunition, right? On the car. You tap that little thing there, and that will enable the RPG launcher on top of the Dacia, and then it uses your ammunition, right? Very, very cool. But it allows you to fire those RPGs from inside the car while moving around, which is very, very cool. And it makes it a lot of fun to just go cruising around and have massive car wars. If you haven't played the Rage Wars mode, that's one of the other arcade options, then that's all those kind of vehicles are back in the game itself. You've got flamethrowers on the front, and some of them have actual barrels on the side that float them in an outboard motor, and you can take those in water, which is like even cooler. Always shoot at the ground at people's feet. Jump up, shoot at the ground at people's feet, win a lot of hearts and minds. That's one of these laser, you can see the laser pointer there, just guiding it into the target. Ding, 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 ding. No more calls, please. We have a winner. Very, very cool. Lots and lots of new features. It's interesting that there are still people that jump in and want to run around with AKs and M249s and all that kind of thing. And I think if you're going to come here, why wouldn't you come here to use one of these weapons? This is the Heat Seeker in action. Lock it on, fire it, and just forget about it. Does good things. That's all you need to be doing. Heat Seeker's great. A lot of fun. And it has all the same functionality of the standard RPG. Now, sometimes you'll drop here, the super base will be there. Other times you'll drop here, it'll just be a field with nothing in it. It's random. It's very, very random. But whatever the case may be, remember that when you fire these RPGs and things, you actually do less splash damage to yourself and more splash damage to the enemy. So you can use them in kind of close proximity, but some of them you just don't fire inside. Like, don't fire the quad launcher inside. Now, the quad launcher can launch all 4 at one time. 1, 2, 3, 4. DOS rockets per favor. But you only really want to use that if you're trying to blow up a car or a helicopter or something along those lines. And if you're in the chopper and you hear the heat-seeking beep, 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 beeps, that means get the hell out of the chopper because you're about to get beep, 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 blown the hell up. Here we go. Those ones. You've been locked onto. Leave the building right now. Some of the other features that are pretty incredible, there's a drone that will allow you to drop basically a red zone on top of someone. You can see my good mate, I think it's Steve-O here, dropping a drone on someone. Yeah, it's Lucifer. Lucifer, using the old drone. You'll see it up in the sky just above me. I'm like, how the hell did you do that? What? Where'd that come from? Oh, hang on, there's a drone. So the Jeep has a 50 cal on the back now, and there's the water barrels I was talking about earlier, the empty barrels, and the 50 cal cuts down the carry space to only 3 people. So the perfect vehicle for 3 people. That's the super fast chopper. That chopper is very, very, very quick. One of the problems I have with that chopper is when you fire at it, if it's going away from you, the really quick chopper, it'll just outrun your bloody missiles. You'll see that in just a second. Did very well there. Some grub's taken off at it, and I'm going to clear the bloke who's downstairs here first. Always clear the bloke on the bottom floor. Excellent with the MGL, my favourite non-RPG weapon, the MGL. Here we go. And they're just too quick. Come back. Come back. When it's flying away from you, it's like, it just doesn't hit them. They just keep going forever. Unbelievable. Well, you can also go to the advanced communications tower here when your potato mates die, like me, and you can recall them. They'll get dropped in buck naked with no gear, and they can turn the tide of the battle. Well, unless you're me, where you suck at this and you're just not going to turn, you couldn't turn the engine on, let alone the tide. The fully armoured helicopter in full display. Also, one of the more hilarious things, like this poor bloke down there is having a fight with some other helicopter that's dropped down, and I don't know he's even there, and I just land on him. And he's like, then he gets in the helicopter, he's like, what's going on? And yeah, beautiful stuff. This is the quad launcher in action. The quad launcher is actually a gorgeous bit of kit. The M202 4-barreled rocket launcher, not to be confused with the AT-48 rocket launcher. It's just an incredible, incredible game mode that you can have a lot of fun with your mates playing, which is the whole point of the game, right? There's going to be a live event for this too. PUBG Mobile are hosting a Payload 2.0 live event on the October the 19th, 6 p.m. Pacific. That's PDT, not PST time. I'll put the date and the time up on the screen now. Make sure to tune in at the link in the description below for some amazing PUBG Mobile fun games, and there's going to be prizes. I've also got a prize or a game up on my Twitter feed. That's at Bushka on Blitz. Go and hit that Twitter feed. And there is a link there for the prizes that you can win. It's like a mobile red zone, this thing. It's hilarious. I can't wait to see you there. I'll be there. Everyone have a good time. Look after yourselves. Thank you very much, PUBG Mobile, for sponsoring this video. Always good to get sponsored to do a video. Don't tell them that I do this anyway. Because, it's kind of what I do for a living. It's kind of my job. Love the lock-on missile launcher. Does all kinds of good things to bad people. Look after yourselves, boys and girls. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel. Remember to share the stuff. And as always, stay safe on the battlefield. Until next time, bye for now.